All right, well, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming and visiting with us today. We're here at the beautiful Sherwood Island State Park. We are on the deck of the Nature Center, and we are looking at a spectacular view, which is a whole colony of purple martins. And purple martins, we're going to be talking about this a little later as well, but purple martins are the largest swallow in North America. They're beautiful birds. They're rare, hard to get to nest, but they do well with a lot of husbandry, and they're colonial nesters, as you can see. They nest in colonies. They like to nest together in big groups. So we're going to talk a little bit about the purple martins. We're going to go visit the nest themselves, and we're going to see what's going on inside the nest and talk a little bit about purple martin breeding activity. And with me is the mother purple martin of us all, is Tina Green. She's the one who got us going here with this whole colony. She got the colony set up. Instantly they arrived because they knew Tina was a great purple martin mother. And she's been monitoring them ever since. Daily she's down here, and it's a great experience. I hope you will all come down and visit Sherwood Island State Park, come to the Nature Center, and take a look at these beautiful birds. Right, Tina?
Oh yes, not to be missed. We're here 7 days a week, and the purple martins are here 7 days a week, 24/7. So, and they've just started hatching over the last few days. So we've actually got 44 little hatchlings in the gourds, and we still have 78 eggs to hatch. So they're doing very well, and we've got 25 active nests. So we know we have for sure 50 adults, and we're very happy that they seem to be doing very well again this year.
So these remarkable birds show up from, they winter in South America every year. They arrive here in mid-April, enter the colonies, and they immediately begin to do their nesting activities. They build their nests, lay their eggs. The eggs, as we say, are hatching now. We'll talk a little bit more about the breeding biology, but they usually lay between 1 and 6 eggs. And as we said, they're hatching now. We're going to go take a look and talk a little bit about these. Also, these are the reason these are so incredibly interesting birds is that they're what we call aerial insectivores, which means they only feed on flying insects. Only flying insects. They don't land on trees and pick off insects off the leaves like some of our warblers and other songbirds do. They need flying insects. And so this is why when we have a cold spell, they almost semi-hibernate in the gourds, waiting for it to warm up. A cold, rainy, wet spring is not a good situation for purple martins. But this year we've been fairly fortunate.
Yes,
we haven't had much in the way of really cold weather early in the spring when they need these flying insects. One of their favorite foods is dragonflies. And once the young get to be a certain size where they're beginning to need a lot of food, we'll see, that's the time the dragonflies are out. You'll see the adults swooping in with mouthfuls of dragonflies, jamming them into the purple martin, baby purple martin. So they're incredibly interesting birds. And we're so lucky that Sherwood Island State Park has them here. So come and visit them.
Okay, well we're standing at one of the poles with 24 there's 36 actually purple martin gourds, and Miley is going to start taking down the gourds, lowering them, and he's removing the predator guard, the baffle, from the pole, which keeps out, of course, any kind of predators. We've never had a predator problem here, fortunately, such as great horned owls or crows, although occasionally the crows hang around. But the purple martins are very protective, and they immediately chase away those fish crows that we have lots of here. So,
were you a sailor?
I was a sailor.
I can tell by the knots you tied on here.
I was a sailor. A sailor at heart. So we've got on this gourd, this pole, we have, of course, the 12 gourds and 12 active nests. And we're going to look into number 6. I have them all numbered because I monitor every nest, and I take count of the eggs, I take count of the birds that hatch, And normally, every year since we've had the colony, which is about 7 years now, 7 or 8 years, we were lucky enough to get these gourds, the 24 of the gourds, from Phil Donahue, who lived actually down the street from here, not too far away, and he had a very active colony that Miley took care of, and he was the landlord for Phil's gourds. And when Phil sold the property, we were lucky enough to get them. And I had talked to Miley about this. I always thought that we could have purple martins here at Sherwood Island, and that it would be a great spot for them. So the first year we got them and we put them up, we immediately filled all 24 gourds with nests, and it was one of our best years ever that we've had here. So, okay, so we're going to look to number 6, and we're going to look at the hatch birds, and then we will also look into one of the other gourds that has the eggs and what the nest looks like.
Okay, so we've had an inside look, an intimate look at nesting purple martins. We've seen their eggs and their young. I don't know if I mentioned, but they lay between 1 and 6 eggs. The incubation period is about 16, 17 days before they hatch. And then it's another month before the young fledge from the nest. And that by August, these birds will be gone. Also interesting is the fact that the eastern purple martin only nests in artificial nest sites that we put up for them. They no longer nest in natural cavities the way they did in the pre-colonial days, probably in beaver flooded areas where there were dead trees with lots of holes together where they would nest. So now they've become so habituated with people, they do so much better with husbandry. In other words, we check the nest regularly, remove the parasites, get the nest back up, but they no longer nest in natural cavities anymore. Probably the Native Americans started it by putting gourds around their villages because the purple martins, again, are insect eaters. But now they've completely switched over to just nesting in artificial nest sites that we put up, right, Tina?
Yes.
I think it's the western subspecies still nest in natural areas.
Yes.
But
and also in gourds also,
yeah.
but out here,
yeah,
they need gourds put up for them, or boxes, or the houses, the little colonies.
Yeah, there's lots of different types of purple martin colonies. We think the gourds work the best, but some people have a purple martin boxes that look like, some of them look like European castles.
Oh,
I've
yes,
seen.
right,
They make them in all different sizes. But it's a little tricky to get the purple martins nesting because you need a large open space. It can't be surrounded by trees, and generally it needs to be near some large body of water because, as I mentioned, they feed a lot on dragonflies, which are actually aquatic insects. And so in Connecticut, they're almost always associated with large open green areas adjacent to some big water source. And then it takes a while. I mean, you have to be a pretty dedicated martin person to want to get these birds nesting. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of husbandry, but once you've got them coming, they'll come back year after year.
Yeah.
They're great birds, and as you can hear, they have a beautiful song. This song is one of the most attractive bird songs in my mind that we have. So they're great birds.
Yeah, and most of the colonies are along the coast, but there are some inland colonies. A little more unusual, but I know there's a very active one in Kent at, I believe, the Marvelwood School.
Mm-hmm.
And there may be several others, but most of the colonies are along the coast. So
yep. The Marvelwood School has large open green spaces, and there's water bodies there too. So again, they focus in on the dragonflies. So another interesting thing is people want to get purple martins because they think they eat mosquitoes, but actually they don't eat mosquitoes because mosquitoes aren't available in the air column. Mosquitoes usually hang around in bushes until people walk by, and they come out and bite you. but purple martins feed on dragonflies, and dragonflies eat mosquitoes. So I don't think you're going to get rid of purple martins by putting get rid of mosquitoes by putting up your martin house. But they're beautiful birds. As you can see, they're attractive to see. They have beautiful song, and they're also, I think they're still on the conservation watch list.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And they also actually like to be kind of near a building, not too close, but they actually don't mind being somewhat, set near a building. And that's why this being near the nature center, being near open fields, being near the marshes and the water, it's a perfect location for them. So we're happy to have them.
Come down, as I said, to the beautiful Sherwood Island State Park. Check out our purple martin colony. Go to the beach, check out the beautiful nature center here, and you can sit right on the porch and watch all the purple martins. It's a great view. So
and be
thank you.
sure if you come and you see me here working on and checking on the birds, be sure to say hi, and I'll be happy to answer any questions for you.
Great.
Bye.
Fun, right? Yeah.